Hi everyone, today we're going to be covering contouring. Now if you don't know what contouring is, basically it's all about highlighting certain features, diminishing features that you might not like, and just giving that healthy, dewy, glowy look, basically. And you only need two items for this look, and that is bronzer and highlighter. I've got this palette here. I'm just going to show you, and you need this is the bronzer, and that's the highlighter. These three are all blushes, so I'm just going to ignore them. And you'll need two makeup brushes, like so. I would recommend using a smaller brush for the bronzer, because we're going to have to do it at a certain angle. When applying the bronzer, it's going to have to be angled. And as for the highlighter, I would recommend using a bigger brush, because that's going to have to cover bigger areas. So we get started. Let's get everything together. I'm basically going to start with the bronzer. I'm not going to apply too much, because I'm quite fair-skinned. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to apply this to my hairline all around here. And this is good for diminishing the look of a large forehead, which I have. But what I'm going to do is, because this brush is quite fanned out, I'm just going to press it together to make it thinner, like that. I'm just going to apply it delicately to the hairline. So here we go. By going outwards. Go. I'm just going to rub it in a little bit so I don't have that streaky effect. There we go. Second thing we're going to do is apply it to the sides of the nose. Just blowing it, I forgot to mention that before applying it, you just blow off the excess powder. So this is a good effect if you want to diminish. I mean, if you've got a large nose, this is good for slimming it out. I mean, my nose is quite small anyway, but I'm just going to apply it to the sides of the nose, like so. There we go. Just going to blend them in. And again, not to have that streaky look going on. Okay, now we're going to apply this to the cheekbones. Now for this look, this is for sharpening cheekbones. So what I would recommend you do is suck in your cheeks like that to know where the bronzer should be applied. So I'm just going to do this, like so. So I'm going to apply it here. And we're going to do it in kind of like a triangular shape and shade in the middle. So here we go. And I'm just going to blend it in. Not to have that streaky look. As you can see, I've got the shadow there, giving the illusion of sharper cheekbones, which I don't possess. Oh well. I'm going to do the same with the left cheek. Shade that in. So a little bit more on. Okay, shade that in. As you can see, as you can see, the illusions worked. As you can see. Okay, now I'm take a little bit more, and we're going to apply it to the jawline. And this is, if you've got a round face like me, this will help thin out the face. The illusion of a thinner face. Again, spread out the brush like so. Shade it in. Excuse me if I do a lot of pouting during this. It's an old habit. I'm going to apply it to the left. Okay, and shade that in to avoid the streaks again. Working already. Making sure I don't have that streaky effect. And if you apply too much, you can always pat it down with a tissue to remove excess powder or highlighter. So here we go. So that's the bronzer done, and now we're ready for the highlighter. So here we go. And the first place I'm going to apply this to is an area on the forehead. Now, what you do is with highlighter is you apply it to the areas where the light hits your features first, and your forehead is one of them. So blow the excess off, and we're going to apply it just around this area because this is where the light hits first. A bit more, and the things I've highlighted, the more the better. Get that lovely shimmery effect going on. There you go. Now I'm going to apply some to the nose. I'm just going to use my little finger for this one because I don't want to apply. It has to be applied to right down the middle, so it has to be quite a thin line. Now again, this is got another technique that I'm going to show you now. If you've got a large nose, you want to thin it out. I would apply the highlighter to the top of the nose and go straight down to the tip. Now because I've got a small nose, I'm just going to apply it there and stop just before the tip of the nose. More. There we go. And now I'm just going to apply a little bit underneath the nose, this little bit here in between the nose and your top lip. Can't remember what it's called, but it's a funny word. Don't need a lot on that. And next we're going to apply around the eyes. Firstly to around the socket line above the underneath the brow. So here we go. Like that. There we go. And now we're going to apply it on the socket line, at the bottom of the socket line, just above the cheekbones. So here we go. We're going to do it like in like a circular or a C shaped. So here we go. Start from there and do it upwards. A bit more there. To join up with the other highlights that I applied it to the top first. A little bit more. There we go. Now again, do the same to the left eye. Again, I would spread for this one. I would for this feature, I would spread out the highlighter brush like as I did with the bronzer brush. Okay, now at the underneath. There we go. And the last feature we're going to apply it to is the chin. So we're just going to do straight line down the middle. And of course I'm going to apply some highlighters to the neck as well. Can't leave the neck out, can we? Give it a bit of a shimmer. And there you have it, guys. I hope this was helpful. I'll see you.